So I like grabbed the duvet
White
and
and
like
sticky.
lift it up and pull down my pants. And I've got chewing gum on my testicle.
In his pubes.
I don't have loads of pubes. I don't know what you mean, like in his pubes.
Exes should have an expiry date. Somebody that I dated like 5-10 years ago can still say that they're my ex.
I see what you're saying.
I'm like, I think you need to expire.
Okay, yeah, agree. What is the cutoff?
Yeah, I got some fake glasses.
Why are you wearing glasses if you don't wear glasses? And Jessie kind of like, well, wore them. And then she goes to me like, oh, you naughty boy.
I did not say that. We was lying.
And then she makes me call her Miss Wynter.
Not true.
Welcome back to Agree to Disagree, the podcast hosted by two people which have disagreed a lot this week. And we're going to get all into that. But it's hosted by myself, Will Young, and my beautiful Sheila of a sexy girlfriend, Jessie Will.
I regret you learning about the word Sheila.
Yeah, Jessie is my Sheila. And for anyone who doesn't know what Sheila is, it's my lady, it's my Julie. She's my lady, she's my Julie, she's my Sheila.
You learnt the word Sheila when we were in Australia, and he just uses it all the time. Catches me off guard.
But we're going to take you back because, guys, please don't forget, we're actually renovating still. So we've actually been putting this off since getting back from Australia. We've been putting it off for about 4 weeks, and then we actually got back into the renos not that long ago. And oh my God, didn't that just open up a bucket of worms, a can of worms, and fucking we argued.
Oh my God. Okay, back.
I just want to butt in there
my God.
because me and Jessie are going to have two different sides to the story of what actually happened. And I feel like you're going to skip out a heap and just do kind of like your part of the story. So can I explain my part in detail and then you can afterwards disagree with what I'm saying and then say your side?
I'm just going to explain what we did, and then you can go.
Okay.
Guys, this has caused a lot of tension in our household. So we are back to renovating. When we were going to Australia, we were like, we really want the kitchen done. And for some reason in my head, that was like the finish line. Since we're back, this is the never-ending renovation. Every corner I look at in the house, it needs fixing or it needs something. Like it actually feels like it's never ending.
No. And that, if you're out there and you're looking to renovate and you think it's going to be easy, I'm not. We're going to be honest here. It's not easy. It's difficult. And I kid you not, it's not ending. We've got a nice kitchen and we look and it's like, oh my God, it's just, we've got stuff to do everywhere.
And then you've got to keep on top of like cleaning the normal house. Like the kitchen needs to stay clean. And then we've got to renovate and everything's just messy and it's just a bit of a nightmare. But the big part's done, the kitchen.
Yep.
So now we have to do the smallest part, which is the skirting boards.
Right.
I'll let you tell your side of the story.
Okay, so my side of the story is that on Sunday, the day of rest, Will, he wasn't resting. No, he's getting in front of the renovations. So me and Jessie, we picked up some like filler and
you
things
did this
like
on Saturday, sorry.
No, I picked up the things on Saturday. Okay, my mistake. So I picked up all of the supplies on Saturday. So I got basically like filler, I got paint, I got everything to do the skirting boards. And you know when you put a skirting board up, our house isn't straight, so it doesn't fit tightly to the wall. So when you put the skirting board up, there's this little gap between the skirting board and the wall. And what I basically did on Saturday is I was like, I'm going to fill it, and then I'm going to sand it down on Sunday and then paint it. Meanwhile, on Saturday, I'm like to Jessie, help me. What do you think about this? Do you think I'm doing it right? Jessie just sat on that couch and went, yeah, whatever.
I was editing the podcast.
Whatever. Yeah, that's what I was feeling, guys, that I was renovating and Jessie was not helping me.
Sorry I didn't supervise you.
Yeah, Jessie, okay, we'll get on to that. But Jessie wouldn't help me. So I filled a heap and then just left the filler without like wiping it or filling the gaps because I was like, oh, cool, I'll just be able to sand that down, no problem. So then Sunday hit and then we came to it and Jessie kind of like was like, what the hell is this? So we got the sandpaper, sanded it back down best that we could and then painted it. And that wasn't a good enough job.
Okay, my side of the story. Sunday.
I want to just interrupt one more time. And Jessie was like, oh my God, you've done it wrong. You've done this, you've done that. And I was like, wait a bloody minute. On Saturday, I was asking for your help and I was asking you, is this good enough? Like, blah, blah, blah. Am I doing it right? Jessie didn't take too much notice. So when we're 2 days down the line now and we need to redo it and rethink it, I'm like, I have a bit of a problem because I'm like, I actually asked for your help. This could have all not happened at the beginning if you would have helped me.
Okay, so my side of the story, I was helping you, Will. I helped you put all the stuff down on the floor. I helped you get prepped. But with the filling, there was only one.
How did you help me?
Did I not help you put everything on the floor? And I did do some of the sanding as well. I actually have it on video.
Yeah,
I have
no,
video
you did
proof.
some of the sanding, but I'm talking about the filler work.
Yeah, I
where
know,
all
because
of the
you're not
mess
letting me
happened.
finish. Because I was like, there's one filler. There's one filler. What else can I do? No offense.
Wrong. There were 4 fillers.
And also, you're like the big man, I can do the job. I just didn't think you would do the job that wrong. I genuinely was like, I can sit down and edit the podcast because Will's going to do the filler and he knows what to do and he knows how to do it. That's just what my brain said. Okay? If I had have known you were going to, guys, this is what he did. He didn't even have a gun for it. He was getting this filler out and just getting his finger and going, and he was like the big thick end of it. He was rolling this filler down. It looked like we had a slug attached to our walls. And you didn't even do all the walls. You would do patches on
all the walls.
Me, there was like one wall and that much of it had a big slug of filler in it. And then he goes, yeah, we'll sand it down. So then the next day I'm like, let's sand it down. And he just like literally the softest sanding I've ever seen. You didn't even have like a coarse sander. You had a mild one. He's like, yeah, that's fine. We'll paint over it and see how it looks because the paint will fill it. That's what you kept saying.
Okay, I'll stand back and I'll go, I actually didn't do a good job. It doesn't look good. I will stand back and go, I was wrong in that. But what annoyed me a little bit was like, oh my God, if you would have just like gave you a little bit of input at the start, we wouldn't have gotten this mess and I wouldn't have gone crazy with the filler.
Yeah, now I think back, I genuinely, I'm sorry, but I was just like, yeah, he can do that. He's fine. He doesn't need my, like, I'll sit down and edit the podcast because old mate knows how to do that. I just thought you knew how to do that. Anyways, that's not when the issue came because I was kind of like laughing it off. But then Will convinced me that we needed to paint over it to make it look better, which actually, I don't know why I didn't just listen to my instinct and sand it down first and fill the rest of the room.
We did sand down a bit. I felt like, do you know what? I just felt like I've sanded down a load. I'm done with sanding. Like, I'm actually just done with it.
That's what his attitude was. And I was like, oh my God. So anyways, I ended up listening to him. I was like, yeah, whatever. Maybe the paint will work. Like, I just was like, you know, you might be right here. No, get to the next day. The filler is stuck into the wall now with paint. It is stuck. You can't do anything about it.
It looked terrible.
Yeah, so that's when I started to have the Menti B. And then I was like, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to get the gun and I'll do it myself. But then I got the gun out and started doing it. And Will didn't want to do it around every single crack. He just wanted to do patches.
You didn't just get the gun out.
Yes, and then you took over.
I knew I was like to Jessie, oh, just save, like, okay, let's do it your way. So we went and got the gun, we went and got like a different thing and we got in all of the cracks and it does look a lot better now and we've kind of like sanded back and it looks perfect now.
Yeah, we sanded for hours. I
But
literally was there. Will fell asleep and had a nap. I'm sitting there like sanding down all the walls.
I had chill time for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was at the point where I was like, I don't want you to touch the walls anymore. I wanted to build a Jessie mode. I was like, I will actually just do this myself.
But the problem lies where I was like, if you just had input at the start, it wouldn't have got as messy as it got later
I
on.
understand that, but no offense, Will. I did not think you were capable of messing that job up. I'm sorry.
It's difficult.
And I feel like a bitch when I come in and if I was like, oh no, you're doing that wrong, because you still probably would have been like, nah, it's right. Even if I came in and had a look. Anywho.
But that's kind of like what's been happening. We're back in the renovations. We're disagreeing a heap, but we're getting there. We're getting there, baby steps in the end.
Yeah, and we're still together.
At the moment, we're still together. I kind of want to talk about what a new purchase Jessie's made.
Oh my God.
Okay, and I actually just call me Gen Z, call me a millennial, call me an old man. I don't get the hype around this, okay? I don't know. Do you want to explain your purchases and
It's not even bad.
what's it given in
Yeah,
that?
I got some fake glasses. So that I
Someone
look
please
cute.
explain to me
They're
what
blue light.
No, No, is this a fashion trend? Yes or no? Because I don't understand. First of all, why are you wearing glasses if you don't wear glasses?
Because they protect the blue light from me.
No. It's a fashion trend. I don't understand the fashion trend. I don't really understand. And Jessie kind of like, well, wore them. And I was like, what are you giving off? And then she goes to me like, oh, you naughty boy.
I did not say that. Will was lying.
You did.
Will keeps saying to me that I look like...
She goes up to me, she goes, you've been a naughty boy.
That is not true.
Yeah, it is. And and then she makes me call her Miss Wynter.
Not true. That's your fucking fantasy, man.
No, it's not. You do.
Absolutely
Every
false.
time Jessie wears the glasses,
oh my God,
she makes me call her Miss Wynter.
Guys, I can't deal with this man this week. He's lying.
I'm actually not. But yeah, can someone in the comments or someone just tell me, I haven't seen this fashion trend. Like, it's not all over my, TikTok or Instagram or anything. So when Jessie didn't even tell me that she was buying them. She got them out. She got 3 different pairs and she put them on the car. And I was like, I didn't even know you needed glasses. And apparently it's a fashion trend.
Yeah, it is. They look really nice. Like a little zhuzh. And I just like glasses. When I was in primary school, I asked my mum to give me glasses, and like my eyes
It's not
are
something
good.
you ask for.
No, but I just wanted to wear them.
Yeah.
Like, I thought they looked cool.
Maybe it is a fashion trend. I just found it bonkers.
Yeah, you keep laughing at me, so I'm not wearing them now.
No,
I
tried to get Jessie to wear them to the pod today, and she didn't.
They don't actually really suit me, but they are blue light.
They suit me. I whacked them on, and I look like I see them.
Mew Mew, is that how you pronounce it?
What?
Mew Mew. What's that brand? MIU. Mew Mew. I sound weird. Mew Mew.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I might have actually got some of them.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, they're like 200 and something pounds.
Why? No, you didn't.
I was having a mental breakdown on the weekend.
Did you actually get them?
Yeah.
That's such a waste of money.
Yeah, but you said I need to treat myself more.
Oh my God, no. Because this actually moves on nicely because we're actually having to save every single penny we've got.
Ah, yes.
But we're actually in the process now of buying a farm. Buying a whole big fat farm. We're going to do it. And we had a meeting yesterday with a couple of people just to discuss like our finances and different ways of how we can do it, which was exciting, but also terrifying.
It was so scary. Like, honestly, buying a farm is like, yay.
This is a big
Paying for a farm.
This is big fat numbers that we're talking about as well, which is just like, what the hell are we going to do? So we're going to be getting more than like 100 acres, which is just like crazy. And then what the bloody hell are we going to do with it?
I don't know, but I'm more concerned at when we take our bank statements to the accountant and they're like, why are you going on 12 holidays a year?
Yeah. They will look at us and be like, how are you expecting to do that when you're away all the time?
Yeah, I'm nervous. Okay, so getting like a mortgage or a loan or whatever, this is a big deal for us. This is a really big step in our relationship. Plus, it's literally going to hurt. Like, just the thought of it, I feel like the thought of buying the farm is incredible. But then when we actually had to sit down and look at figures and talk numbers.
We've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of questions basically asking us, where's this farm come from? Like, what farm are you getting? And it's basically a portion of the family farm at the moment, which is getting sold. And if we don't buy it, then it's going to get sold off to someone else, a complete stranger. So what me and Jessie are doing, we're actually taking it upon ourselves and we're going to be buying it.
Yeah, so we're really, really determined to make this work and make it happen. I think it would be absolutely heartbreaking if you saw the farm kind of leave the family. So, yeah, I guess we are in ultimate saving mode.
Yeah, which is a good thing because, like, with the farm, the whole farm, you're going to get my dad's who's going to carry on farming livestock, and then me and Jessie will own, like, a farm as well where we can kind of do whatever we want to do on it.
I would love to get Highland cows.
Yeah, which is, like, the most exciting thing. We're starting off with such a blank canvas with this farm. We're going to have, like, fields. We're going to have a farmyard, but it's going to be, like, completely blank canvas, and we can literally do anything that we want. And I think one of the coolest things that we could do is actually getting the public, like everyone listening or whoever wants to come to the farm. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, having like, because we've got so many little mini goats and we could have like a little petting farm and then we could have like Sunday markets. I mean.
What was it, like one thing, what would you put on if you could?
I would like
anything. anything in the world. Because
Anything.
it's fields. You can do anything with it.
Oh, I would have like horses.
Really?
Yeah, and just ride around.
I
Or horse
think it would be
stables.
cool if I could create go-karts. And have go-karts on the farm. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
But yeah, we're starting off with like a blank canvas, and it's just going to be, and this is going to be like a really nice journey that we can all go on together, because obviously we're at the beginning at the moment, we're struggling, we're trying to figure out how we're going to get all of this finance side sorted out, and then we're going to get to like buying it, and then you're going to get to like the whole project of what we're going to do, and we're really, really excited for that as well, and we're doing daily vlogs of it on our Instagrams and TikToks, so do go over and check them out.
But yeah, we're about to start our journey. It is extremely scary. And we don't necessarily know if we can do it yet, but we're going to make it happen. We're determined.
Yeah, 100%. And I think the scariest thing is that farmers are going through a really tough time at the moment. We definitely feel like, you know, as a community, the government's not backing us. A lot of people aren't backing us. With farming, you know, and as you can probably see that there's a lot going on in like London, there's a lot of protests, there's a lot of like uproar, and I think farming is at a very uncertain point at the moment.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
So this is just a shout out to any of you farmers out there. Just keep going. You're doing an amazing job. And if you do know a farmer, reach out to them. You know, farming is a very lonely job, and it is very lonely and tough at times. So if you know a farmer, reach out, see how they're doing, give them a hand, buy locally, you know, all of that good stuff.
In other news, kind of related to farming, but not actually. Mummy Pig from Peppa Pig is pregnant.
What the frick is happening there? Honestly.
It was on the news.
No, but yeah, I know, but what the hell is happening with Mummy Pig being preggers? No, but seriously, like, do you know what I mean? Like, what? I haven't watched Peppa Pig in years. I couldn't even really tell you what the hell's going on with that, but she's pregnant.
Is Peppa Pig British?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so weird. I never even knew that they were British.
Peppa Pig's, yeah. And I've seen online that loads of people are saying that she's a pick me.
Pick me.
Yeah.
I have actually seen a lot of backlash towards Peppa Pig.
Yeah, people aren't happy she's pregnant.
I'm actually creasing because Peppa Pig is a little diva. Like, you know when she hangs up on Susie?
Oh, yeah. She's
whistle?
toxic. Peppa Pig is toxic. Peppa is. Me and Jessie were actually watching TikToks on the train down here today, and she is one toxic girl.
Yeah, isn't it wild that there's a little cartoon created around Peppa Pig and she actually is a little bit of a brat? And I always knew she was a brat, but then literally TikTok, ever since Mummy Pig announced she was pregnant,
Yeah.
my whole TikTok feed is about Peppa Pig being a little brat.
She is a little brat, especially to Susie. She doesn't get her own way. She's getting, and I tell you, she's not going to like Mummy Pig's baby.
Do you reckon she'll change her attitude, Peppa Pig?
Oh, no. She's going to have that attitude towards the baby, I reckon.
Why am I like so engrossed in this? Also, I have a 4-year-old sister, so I have to watch Peppa Pig, okay? So that's why I'm so updated
because
with
when
it.
Peppa Pig went on like Good Morning Britain,
Yeah.
apparently went to the Brits. Like, what the hell is this? What is happening in our
Peppa
world?
Pig's thriving. She's doing better than us.
Yeah. And also, no, Peppa Pig is doing better than us. And also, what the flip is happening with Shrek?
Okay, Shrek.
What is it? Shrek 5?
5.
Shrek 5. No. Just no. First of all, I'm a bit baffled for this. First of all, why are they releasing like a little snippet and being like it's coming out in 2026, Christmas? Like, that's 2 years away. Why are you giving a little snippet?
2026 Christmas. I can't deal with that.
Can we talk about the snippet for a second? Shrek is on this mirror, swiping it like it is TikTok, with different filters on. Like, what is going on there?
The filter of him in the black latex.
Yeah,
twerking.
black latex, him like looking wham. Like, I'm like, that's for TikTok only. That's for Gen Z's only, Shrek. Shouldn't be that animated.
Why is Shrek looking the way? It looks weird. They've made him look funny.
Yeah, no, everyone.
I want it to be a cartoon.
It looks all too real. You don't want it to look real, do you? You want a cartoon to stay a cartoon.
It's kind of creeping me out. Like when I watched it, I was like, that's not the Shrek we know.
No.
I think they still have time. It's coming out December 2026.
Imagine if this was just a crazy PR plan.
They still have time to change the graphics.
This could be a crazy PR
Notch them down a little bit.
Crazy PR.
I don't think Shrek's doing PR stunts, babe.
Why?
Shrek.
Yeah, no, but imagine that. But everyone's talking about it because of the animation.
Mate, we'd be talking about Shrek anyways.
Nah,
You don't
but
need the attention.
Now you're talking about it
Shrek
more.
ain't washed. Shrek is an icon.
Everyone's talking about it because of the animations. Imagine if this was just PR and we'll be like, yeah, I know what we're going to get everyone talking. Peppa Pig, Peppa, you're getting a bit washed. What you doing? Having a baby now. Do you know what I mean?
That's Mummy Pig.
Mummy Pig, you're a bit washed. But as in whole, the show was a bit washed. Boom, pregnant.
They're doing a Kris Jenner. And
they're
being
doing
like,
a PR stunt. That's a PR baby. That is a PR baby right now. Shrek animation, that is PR right there.
No, okay, Shrek, creators of Shrek, you still have time.
Why are you talking
You
down the
still
camera?
have time.
Why is Jessie talking down the camera like the creators of Shrek?
Because I'm trying to get to them.
watch our
Listen to us.
podcast.
They do.
All right. And if you creators of Shrek, if you do watch this, can I please be in Shrek 5?
No, but with Shrek, I think we need to start a petition to like not bring it so animated. It actually scares me. They did the same with The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, listen to what the people want. Not a lot of people do that.
we
these days.
want old Shrek back.
Okay, I want to tell you about a story about what happened to me that's never happened in my entire life. And I
You're
don't
so
know.
dramatic.
What?
You're making it out like it's a big life-changing thing.
It is life changing. Okay. Can I carry on?
I'm going to tell you a story. It's never happened to me before.
It hasn't. And I bet you it wouldn't have happened.
Why would it happen to you? Like, that's just weird.
It wouldn't. I bet you it hasn't happened to a lot of people either.
Yeah, I don't think it has.
All right, I want to tell you about the time that wasn't too long ago that myself was in a hotel. Stop speaking like that now. But yeah, it's never happened and it never will happen to me again. And I don't know how the hell it happened. Okay, so me and Jessie went to Ireland and we went on a little bit of a night out. Why are you laughing? Haven't you told the story?
I can't deal with this story.
Yeah, and I woke up. So we went on a night out, and I kind of like woke up, and I was like, like what is that? Oh God, like what is that? A little burning sensation on my testicle. Like what the fuck? I'm a little bit hungover, so I go like down my pants, and I'm like, what the hell is that? It's like sticky, right? And I like. And it, okay, this doesn't sound disgusting,
Yeah.
but a little bit were like it was like stuck to my pubes. And I kind of like ripped it up and like looked at it and I was like, what the hell is that? It's like white. So I like grabbed the duvet
White and
like,
sticky.
lift it up and pull down my pants. And I've got fucking chewing gum on my testicle.
In his pubes.
I've got, no, I don't have loads of pubes. I don't know what you mean like in his pubes. But yeah, I had chewing gum connected to my testicle and I'm like a little bit hungover and I'm like, I was like in a stimulation. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like there. Jessie's like passed out asleep. So I'm like picking this cup off my fucking balls and putting it on the little table next to me.
Ew.
Sorry, what did you want me to do? Put it back in my mouth?
Stand up. Ew. Stand up and put it in the bin.
Yeah, I did. I put it in the bin afterwards, but I was just I was plucking in comfort. And then I put it on the side and then I put it in the bin. And then I had to jump up, get in a shower and like wash it off for like 20 minutes.
So I wake up to Will going, Jessie, help, I've got chewing gum on my balls. I'm like, what? I'm like half asleep at this point. Hungover as heck, my head hurts. And I have this man freaking out because he's got...
Who the hell does that though? And I kid you not, I don't know how it got there.
It's nicotine chewing gum too. That's probably why it was like burning.
But I was in like pants. It wasn't like I was naked. So someone actually had to take out the gum and put it on my balls, Jessie.
My theory is I didn't do that. I was asleep.
Well, who the hell did it?
I was asleep before you.
How the hell did chewing gum get in on my testicles?
This is my theory. You were really drunk that night, and then Will stayed up later than me because he was going to go out clubbing, and I was like, hell no, I've tapped out, I'm going to sleep. Then you sat up for ages trying to order burgers, and I fell asleep. Anyways, I reckon you've gone to the toilet. You're chewing your nicotine chewing gum because he's trying to quit vaping, so he's chewing gum all the time. Chewing your nicotine chewing gum. You're so drunk, it falls out of your pants and drops in your underwear. Then you wipe, get up, you pull your underwear up, and just go to bed.
Far-fetched.
That's my theory.
Far-fetched.
So what?
No.
Otherwise, what's the other option?
I actually don't know. Unless I was like chewing it when I was like going to sleep and I like took it out
Did you
my
even
mouth.
have underwear on?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely had underwear on. I don't know, but this was just...
Did you change your underwear? Maybe it was stuck to you and then like it was already stuck to you and you changed. I reckon you did change your underwear because you're weird like that. Did you shower before bed?
Yeah, I did actually. Didn't I?
Yeah, I reckon you changed. I reckon like the chewing gum somehow fallen out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like on the floor or something, which is
Maybe,
pretty
but
gross
there was
anyways.
this like huge dilemma of like, what the hell? Why have I woken up with chewing gum attached to my testicles?
I can't
was horrible.
deal. That's how you know you're drunk, guys. That's how you know you're drunk.
And I had to like pull it out, and it wasn't the prettiest, and it was horrible. It was actually really, really like weird.
Were there hairs in it when it came out?
Yeah, because it was obviously connected to my pubes. I don't know what you expect.
I mean, chewing gum in your hair is pretty much like a nightmare, but chewing gum in your pubes, especially when they're as long as yours.
It was horrible. But that wasn't the only disaster we had with chewing gum. As Jessie mentioned earlier, it was probably nicotine gum. And obviously I'm on the nicotine gum because my vape journey is still going strong and I'm still on the vapes.
No, you're not.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
He's not on the vape.
I'm not on the vapes. Sorry. I'm still on the non-vapes.
Yeah.
I'm still on the not on vapes and on like nicotine gum and I'm downsizing. And me and Jessie went to this concert the other day. And obviously, in our bag, going into the concert, has chewing gum and nicotine gum. And me and Jessie, before going, we're going to be smart and we put the nicotine gum in the gum just to save a bit of space.
And as well, sometimes like it's weird getting your nicotine gum out in front of people. So we're like, oh yeah, we could just get the nicotine gum out of the same pot. Perfect.
Yeah.
Then we walk through the entrance. This is really dumb. I didn't know you did this in the UK. I didn't know you can't take chewing gum into concerts.
Yeah.
Anywho, walk in. I open my bag. He's like, I need to look at your bag. I like zip it like the tiniest amount. The security guard goes, oh, chewing gum. Picks it up and goes...
And chucks it in the bin.
Straight in the bin.
Chucks it in the bin behind him.
I just went like that. Like I didn't even fully unlock my bag. And he went... And we were like...
Yeah.
He didn't even let us have one more piece before we went in.
And I said, dude... Hold up a minute. I said, hold the fuck up a minute. I said, I'm quitting vaping. Let's got my nicotine gum in it. Can I get it? No. And I'm like,
well, we hadn't even walked in the venue at this point either.
And I'm like, dude, please, like, I'm trying to stop, like, smoking and vaping. Can I have it back? And he went, no. And I said, are you joking? And then as like a joke, I was like, oh my God, you're going to have me like shaking because of the nicotine. And he says, I do that to you, do I? And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Just give me my nicotine.
I've never seen Will so devastated. Like this guy like went like that. It was a really good shot. Swished it in the bin.
I was fuming.
Literally. And the thing is, we actually saw them let other people with chewing gum in. Like just, it wasn't even like a big concert.
However, we will bring this back to a positive and good light. I didn't need it in there.
Yeah.
I didn't need it.
He did have a panic attack before he went in and was acting like the world was ending.
Yeah, I was like, right, I've got to go down the shops now. I've got to get
I
some.
can't go to the concert anymore.
Yeah, but I actually went in, didn't think about it once, didn't actually need it. So it was a bit of a blessing in disguise. So, and do you know what? Since our vape episode, we have had a heap of messages of people being like, oh, you know, so happy that you spoke out. Like, I'm on a journey as well, and different things like that, which is really, really lovely, guys. So we will come in and we will check in, and I won't be back on the vapes, and we will stop together.
So cute. I feel like as well, Will, with your vape quitting journey, you've definitely wanted to vape a few times. From my perspective, I've noticed.
Of course, who the bloody hell doesn't want to?
But that's like the nicotine in your brain.
That's my nicotine
And
talking.
you do have to like, because obviously I'm assisting Will with this, because Will says he doesn't want to vape, but he wants to vape. So he's like, you need to remind me I don't want to vape. For anyone else that's kind of like quitting vaping here, it ain't easy for the first bit of it. And I know your brain's going to tell you, I want to vape. You need someone to hold you accountable like myself.
I tell you something. My brain goes, you really want it. It goes, you really want to vape, don't you, mate? And it like plays tricks on me. It will be like sweet talking in my head, like, you really want that vape, don't you? And I'm like, fucking yeah, I do. I actually do. But obviously we're staying strong and it is difficult at times and it's nice reflecting and sitting down here and we can make jokes about it and different things like that because like it's never going to be easy. Obviously, with my little crazy night out that we spoke about earlier, Jessie did mention that I wanted to stay out party boy area and Jessie wanted to go home. And we were actually with a couple of different people. And Jessie was like, Jessie was having a good time, don't get me wrong, but she was like, maybe it's time to like call it a night, I'm going to go in. But I was having like such a good time. Jessie was like, you stay out and have fun. And I was like, nah. because it didn't sit right with me. I was like, oh, no, if you're going, I'm going. We're like a team here. Wherever you go, I go. I'm not going to go out without you. And then there was actually a dude in the group who was overhearing this and kind of like looked at us and was like, yo, you've actually got a really healthy relationship there, yo. That's how I think he sounded.
He was like, yeah, he's like, why are you guys so healthy? Like, it's actually scary.
Yeah.
And we were like, really?
Yeah, so we kind of like got home, thought about that, and was like, oh, that's actually a really cool topic to discuss. Should you go out separately to your partner? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're out and your partner wants to go home but you want to stay out, should you separate or should you stay together? Like, what's the right decision in that situation? Because, like, for me, I could have definitely bust out a couple more two steps, like dancing and, you know, grooving. But obviously, Jessie kind of like came to the end of her night. She was like, I've had, like, you know, I'm done with the night, which is fine. Like, it was like 2:00 in the morning. I'll go home, sort of thing.
I didn't want to ruin your night by going home. So I was like, you're having so much fun. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer.
But like,
I would have actually preferred if you stayed out.
Yeah. But I feel like from my point of view, I was having fun with you, but I knew like if I would have stayed out and Jessie would have gone home, I would have just been like, oh, I might as well just go home then because it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, but then I felt bad. So I was like, we were literally arguing, not arguing, but we were like, he was like, no, I'll come back with you. And I was like, no, you stay out. And like,
yeah.
Because, yeah, I feel like if I go home early, I'm ruining the night and I actually want you to have a good time. Now, in terms of should you go out with your partner and stuff, ask me this question 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I would be like, no. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. For anyone that watches Adventure Time, lemon grab.
That is unacceptable.
But yeah, that would have like freaked me out because obviously when I was younger, the people I were dating, I probably couldn't trust them. And I knew if they stayed out, they'd be up to no good. However, with us, I feel like I'm so comfortable with you and I feel like I trust you a lot. Like if you stayed out, I know what you're like when you're out. It's actually not, it doesn't bother me now.
Why?
Because I just
What
know.
am I like when I'm out?
You'll just be having fun.
Yeah, good.
Like,
I
I don't
you were gonna
think,
say that. I'm
unless
like
you act different when I'm not around.
I thought you were going to be like, he's a freak when he's out, so I haven't got anything to worry about. I thought that's what you were going to say. But yeah, but like from my point of view, you could probably, I bet you, if I said to you, oh, like I'm going to head home, you stay out, you probably also would go like, no, because it's like not the same. I wouldn't have fun because I have fun when do you know what I mean? You're there, we're all together, we're all having fun. But then when you go, I'll be like, I don't know how to act now my girlfriend's gone. Do you know what I mean? I'll just probably be sat there and I'll be like, this wouldn't be fun. This is not a jam.
Well, this ties in perfectly with our dilemma this week. So, my boyfriend and I have been dating for a year now, and I never felt like I wanted to go out when we were in the honeymoon phase, as I just didn't want to. Now we've been together a while, I've been wanting to go out with my friends and have a fun night out. But every time I bring it up to my boyfriend, he has a go at me and tells me that I'll cheat if I go out. I feel like he's being rather controlling. I don't want to cheat and I won't cheat, but I want to go out and have a fun night with my friends as well. What do I do?
Sounds a little bit controlling.
It does. It does sound a little bit controlling. I feel like in this, like you need to trust your partner to go out and maybe they're not at that stage, but they've been together a couple years.
Yeah, you can't, if you don't trust your partner, you cannot control that. If you don't trust your partner and you actually think they're going to do something on the night out, let them, because them doing it now, earlier on in the relationship, is better than 10 years down the timeline.
True.
Do you know what I mean? If you don't trust them, you have to let them go for them to open up their butterfly wings. And if they're going to do something, they're going to do it regardless of if you let them or not.
I feel like at the start of a relationship, if you're like really fresh, you've just either started dating or you're in like the talking phases and stuff and they're still continuing to go out and that's making you uncomfortable, I feel like they're the most times where it's scariest.
Yeah.
If you're fresh in something and they're going out clubbing.
Yeah.
I think a year later, kind of like us, you know, if you were going out clubbing heaps when we first came out of the villa, I probably would have felt uncomfortable because I didn't know you that well. Our trust hadn't developed. But we've been together a while now and now I'm like, okay, cool, you go do what you want.
I personally think it is a bit weird behaviour. I feel like for people that go to clubs and be like, oh, I'm not going to go to a club because I don't want to put myself in that situation. I feel like if you I could go to a club and I wouldn't put myself in that situation because you would know that situation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If there's like a group of girls over there and whatever, and I go walk over and have a conversation, but don't cheat, but I've put myself in that situation. You're the one that's making a conscious decision of putting yourself in that situation. I could just chill out here with my mates and just have a little boogie with them. I didn't need to go over and put myself in that situation.
100%.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. And this is going to sound really like hypocritical. And sorry, it does sound really hypocritical. I think wholeheartedly, and this is not just me being one-sided because I'm a girl, night clubbing for boys is very different for night clubbing for girls. As you just said, you associate night clubbing with a lot of single people. I feel like a lot of guys that go out night clubbing kind of go out for that reason, a lot more than girls. But I feel like for girls, when we go out, I genuinely don't want a single fucking man to talk to me.
Yeah.
I want to go out with my friends. I want to get dressed up in a really cute outfit and I want to go have fun and dance with them. And then I want to go get Mackies on the way home. I want to have a girls' night. I don't really see guys being like, let's get dressed up cute and go dance on the dance floor together and not talk to any girls. Yeah. I feel like, I don't mean to sound hypocritical, but I just think night clubbing for boys is a completely different experience as it is for girls.
Yeah. Yeah. But then I'm like, oh, I know we do get dressed up and go have a good boys' night.
Make little TikToks at pre-drinks.
No, but we do. Do you know what I mean?
You, respectfully, you just said that you consider night clubbing for single people.
Yeah.
Because you're a guy. I see it as, for me and my friends, the last thing we want is any single man to come up to us and talk to us. Like, I don't want you to talk to me. Do you know what I mean? I'm here to be with my friends. We want to have a good time. Us, like, men, no.
Yeah. Nah, I get that. But boys also do want to get dressed up nice and dance.
Yeah, you can go get dressed up nice and dance.
And do TikToks on that.
Yeah, some people do. Like when I go out with my brother and stuff and we go out with all his friends, they literally just like to be funny.
Yeah.
Like have a funny time. Not everyone is the same. I guess with that, you really need to work on the trust in the relationship.
Yeah, and I feel like with the what can happen in that situation is if the boy doesn't let the girl go out or doesn't agree with it and the girl then doesn't go out, that's actually going to be something that you despise. Like if Jessie didn't let me do something that I wanted to do, I'll just be like, and you'll just work yourself up in your own head and be like, oh, I'm getting the ick. Do you know what I mean? You almost like, it is icky, isn't it?
Don't let you not letting them be the reason they don't do something. Because the minute that they get away from you or go behind your back, they'll be doing it. Do you know what I mean? It's not a quick fix. Like you can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Moving on to our agree to disagree moments of the week. First one, exes should have an expiry date.
What does that mean?
I was thinking about this the other night and I was like...
What does that mean though? What do you mean an expiry date?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, sorry.
I was thinking about this the other day, right? Somebody that I dated like 5-10 years ago can still say that they're my ex.
I see what you're saying.
I'm like, I think you need to expire.
Okay, yeah, agree. And what is the cutoff then? How many years?
With this, so if you were in a long-term relationship.
What's long-term?
Like 3 to 5 years. They can claim you as the ex for up to 5 years. Because sometimes that shit is emotionally damaging.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time to heal, okay? Healing takes a long time. So I think 5 years. If you dated for like a couple months, 2 years, bish, bash, bosh, you're gone. Like I'm not who I was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This ain't your ex.
Yeah.
Not one of your exes.
Hey, ain't none of it.
You've expired.
That's my current ex and wife.
I'm not your current ex.
You're my current girlfriend and then my ex-girlfriend.
Me?
Yeah.
How am I your ex?
I watched a TikTok on this. I thought it was being smart. I watched a TikTok of this. Someone was like, oh, would you, if we broke up, would you date your ex?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, so that's where I'm coming from with exes should have an expiry date. And if you agree with me, I think we should just all bring this into play. Like I'm just going to start saying that it's expired.
Yeah.
I've just decided that upon my life.
Eating alone is not fun.
No. It's not fun.
Yes. Yes.
This is a really big issue in our relationship at the moment.
I enjoy a peaceful food by myself because Jessie goes, oh, can I have some? And what frustrates me most is that I would like cook myself something and I would go, babe, do you want something? I'll make you exactly the same as what I'm making so you don't get tempted. No, I just want some of yours.
Yeah.
No, that's like different. That's like, I'm like, what?
I don't want a whole sandwich. I just want a bite of a sandwich.
But I'm like, let me make you half a sandwich.
No, but if I get to sit there and eat the whole half a sandwich
but do you know what
Jessie
does? I with my sandwiches, I eat around the crust, so I save the middle bit for the middle. Jessie goes, "Can I have a bite?" And then just bites the biggest chunk out of the middle. So
It's
I
not
then
the
just,
biggest chunk. It
but
is
then
a
I
chunk.
just have crust. So she eats all the good bits. And
You're
leaves
making it sound like I literally like bite it all at once.
Yeah, but we've got the
my
little
mouth's
bread.
not even that big.
We got the little
I go,
bread.
I go. Anywho, I think eating alone is boring. If you're
you're eating
not eating
takeaway-
lunch, if you're not eating lunch, I don't want to eat lunch. I want to eat when you eat.
Oh, that is something else that frustrates me with Jessie. If I'm hungry, I'll go get food. If Jessie's hungry, she'll go, "Are you hungry?" No. Oh, really? You don't want anything?
And then I'll wait till Will's hungry.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like, oh my God, eat if you're hungry, woman.
No, because it's just not fun alone. That's the only excuse I have. It's actually not fun alone, and I want to eat when you eat together. You shouldn't go clubbing without your partner. We just discussed this.
Agree.
Really?
From my point of view, I wouldn't go clubbing without you.
But you can if you want.
I know I can if I want, but I just wouldn't because I want to have fun.
Thank you. I know I'm fun, but I personally think that you should be strong enough and trust each other enough to not have boundaries
maybe
like
I
that.
didn't answer that right. You can go clubbing without your partner. I just personally don't like it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like going clubbing with you too. It's boring without you.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you could. Hey, if you want to go clubbing, if you want to go out, you go do that.
yeah, I disagree with that one.
We would only disagree if you start doing idiot stuff like cheating and
Yeah, don't be
stuff.
acting single when you're in a relationship.
Yeah. Go with your girls, make TikToks and go dancing. That's what Danny Jones basically did. Went to the after party in the Brits. Went clubbing without his partner and then got caught kissing. Well, we don't actually know if it is because no one's come out and said, yes, that's me. So we can only make assumptions because it's not been confirmed 100%. And I would hate to talk about this and it not be those two.
We also don't necessarily know. Maybe they're not together. I don't know. I'm not making excuses for anyone. But I'm like, I'm not going to jump on anyone's case. But
that is not on.
Yeah. On that topic. Okay. Say a man's in a relationship, he's married, and another woman kisses him.
Yeah.
Who's the bad person?
Does the other woman know he's married?
Yeah.
Both.
Agree.
But I would say the dude or the person that's married is more in the wrong.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times
because you've got that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
That's your partner, kids, whatever, that's your responsibility. That's where you should be with. Do you know what I mean? So they've got a bigger weight. They've got a bigger thing that they're cheating on.
And the people in their life, like say the family, you're betraying their trust more than the other person ever could because you're someone close to them. The person who did kiss in the relationship thing though, if you know someone's in a relationship and you get with them,
can't trust them.
I would never trust that person. I think that's moving weird.
You're moving a bit.
If you're aware.
Weird. Yeah, you're moving weird, man.
Like, why would you want someone in a relationship? If somebody...
But they do say you want things you can't have.
Not really. It's not really my type of friend.
No, I get that, but that's what they do. That's the saying, isn't it? You always want what you can't have.
If you cheated on me with another girl,
yeah,
I'd obviously be angry at you. And with the girl, I'd just be like, why would you do that? Because it's just weird. Why would you go after my thing?
I'm
my thing.
I'm your thing.
But why would you
know
go
how to make me feel special. I'm Jessie's thing.
I do think people that go after people in relapships, that's moving funny.
You're moving weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't condone that.
I don't trust that.
We don't condone that behaviour.
No.
And last of all, vaping is worse than smoking.
This has been in the news a lot lately. So they're conducting more studies on vaping.
Yeah.
And I have said this for a long time. When smoking came back out in whatever year it was, they were like, oh yeah, it's fine, it's good for you.
Yeah.
You can do it in the office, do it here, do it there, whatever, much as you like. Find out it's really bad for you. Vaping came out, everyone's like, yeah, it's a healthy alternative. And I'm like...
Yeah, but I feel like if you smoked a vape how you smoked a cigarette, it probably would be better. I could be wrong, but this is what I think. It probably would be better. If you have 10 puffs on a cigarette, you have 10 puffs on a vape, don't touch that vape for a couple of hours like you would with a cigarette, then I think it might. But what the thing with vapes, what they do is that you just suck on them all the time. You don't come up for air.
I see people on their morning walks chuffing on a vape.
Yeah. I just think it's an extremely bad habit that you just smoke all the time sort of thing.
I don't know which one's worse because I'm not a scientist,
They're
but
both worth, so don't do any of them and join me.
no vape club.
Yeah, no vape club.
Before we wrap up the pod today, I do just want to tell you about a story of something that happened to a very close friend of mine. Last year, my good friend Matt was actually diagnosed with stage 3 bowel cancer. Now, this is really heartbreaking because Matt is a father. He's actually married to my best friend. And when he was going through his bowel cancer treatment, he actually did keep it quite quiet. And this is something they really experienced and struggled with on their own. Exactly a year on from his diagnosis, Matt actually wants to give back. So bowel cancer is typically known for being more prevalent in older people. Matt's 36. When he went to the doctors and he spoke about his symptoms and he was looking for diagnosis, he was actually told that he was too young to have bowel cancer. And they looked over that. So he spoke to multiple people and they almost didn't take this serious. And then it turned out to be stage 3 bowel cancer. So this is actually happening quite a lot. Bowel cancer is on the rise for people that are young. In the UK, in Australia, bowel cancer is rapidly increasing among 25 to 49-year-olds with an average growth rate of 3.6% annually in England. If you're in the UK and you're aged between 54 and 74 and are registered with a GP, you automatically get bowel cancer screenings. If you're in Australia and you're over the age of 45, you get free screenings. However, with bowel cancer rising in younger people so rapidly, these screenings need to be available for younger people.
And what Matt's basically doing, he is running 45 Ks a day for 12 days. And that's along Tasmania, isn't it?
Yeah, so he's running from the top of Tasmania to the bottom, exactly 1 year on from his diagnosis. He's given back.
And his goal is to create more awareness around bowel cancer, especially in younger people. As every health professional he has spoken to basically said that he was too young to have it. They just looked over it.
I actually shared this on my social media, Matt's story, and the amount of DMs of other people that have had the same thing. A woman DM'd me and actually her auntie passed away because the doctors said she has endometriosis. These are symptoms of endometriosis, not bowel cancer, and she actually passed away.
Yes.
Like, this is fatal, the fact that it's not being taken serious in young people, and there's not enough research around it.
Yeah. No, 100%. And that's why what Matt's doing is so good, because his mission is to make young people aware of the symptoms and get checked out as early as possible to stop young people from dying from the disease, as well as he wants to change. Obviously, he's in Australia, but he wants to change the age from 45 to 25 from everyone to have access to free screening kits across Australia. Because obviously, if you're having to pay for a screening kit, people might just be like, no, I'm not going to do it if your doctor's not giving you the right diagnosis.
100%. Yeah, this can be fatal and it's extremely alarming. And I think for me, it's obviously a huge shock factor that it's happened to someone that I love so much and that is so close to me.
Yep.
It's incredibly scary. But one thing I truly admire is Matt and Kelly have just gone through such an awful experience. You know, they've got a 3-year-old daughter.
Yep.
Very, very hard, difficult. I can't even imagine what they went through. I feel really bad because I've been on the other side of the world and I can't really be there for them. No, it's really sad. I just can't even imagine what all these people that are going through this are feeling. And yeah, but I'm really proud of Matt because he is trying to give back and raise awareness and help other people in the same situation. What we're actually going to do today in the show notes is we're going to put a link where if you would like to, you can donate to Matt's amazing charity run. You can donate as little as $5, £5. And if you can't donate, that's really okay. We just appreciate you listening to us today and, you know, interacting, sharing, telling other people about this because, you know, the biggest thing is raising awareness for this because we don't want other families to go through what my best friends have just gone through.
Yep, 100%. And like, don't be afraid to go to doctors, like check yourself, see if you're healthy, talk to a friend. And there is loads of information online.
And if you have symptoms and the doctors aren't listening to you and you believe it's more, go to someone else. Like, you know, I can't believe how many stories I've read about this bowel cancer situation. It's absolutely heartbreaking. And there's absolutely no shame in talking about bowel cancer, talking about these symptoms. I think the more we talk about it,
there's nothing to be embarrassed about. I think that's the main thing where you know, when people have an illness and speak out, they almost get this urge or this sense of embarrassment. And it's not embarrassment. It's something that we should all talk about.
Not at all. But that is a wrap for the show today. So thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much. And yeah, please do remember we've got a link. If you can donate anything or share it, it would be very much appreciated. And we'll see you next week.
Love ya. Bye.